The long national nightmare has finally come to an end, and we are ready for 2029. We are ready for some more Old Dominion Monarch football. Now, I am not going to lie to you guys right off the rip. This is going to be a tough season for your boys out in Norfolk. Prince William, the coach of the Old Dominion Monarchs, is certainly going to have his hands full in this season. Reason number one, we will take a look at, we'll throw the video up here behind me. This is going to be our conference, right? Old Dominion, we're going to be in the Mountain West. You saw it on our little banner thing going on there. Let's take a look at who our competition is going to be here in the Mountain West this season. The Toledo Rockets are defending national champions, 93 overall, 3.5-star program. The two newcomers to the conference, Oregon State and Rice, earned their way here by getting into the conference title game for Conference USA. Last year, they got the promotion up. Oregon State, 3.5 stars, 89 overall. Rice, 3 stars, 90 overall. We also have our defending runner-up, our national champion in year 3, 2027, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns, 94 overall, 4-star program. We got Tulsa and Utah State, two of the Mountain West originals. From before we even did the relegation and realignment and everything, both 99 across the board. 99 across the board. Then here comes little Old Dominion, bringing up the rear by quite a healthy margin as an 82 overall squad that somehow dropped from 2 stars to 1.5 despite going 8-5 last season, winning a bowl game, getting a win against Toledo. Our only conference losses were to Tulsa, Louisiana, and Utah State, two playoff teams, but somehow we dropped to 1.5 star. Whatever. And then our Virginia brethren here, the James Madison Dukes at 95 overall. So ODU comfortably by a long margin. Last place by overall here in the Mountain West by 7 points to be exact. Overall, we're in about 10th in the Dynasty, but when it comes to just the Mountain West, which is our top conference, it's not looking too hot. So how did we get to an 82 overall? You can see, oh no, actually you can't. My desk is in the way. So how did we get to an 82 overall? We're going to take a look at the depth chart, go over the team, and then some different playbook ideas because I'm not quite sure yet what the playbook is going to be for this year. We'll talk about more about that in just a second. There was a lot of roster turnover from last season to this season for Old Dominion, including at quarterback. We had Micah Alahado for our past 3 seasons. Our short Hawaiian King has finally moved on, was actually drafted in the 7th round. I was very surprised to see that. But we are going to have Jamie Landman as our quarterback, the transfer from Tulsa. The positive side of him, he's got wheels. He's 87 speed. Let's see, again, might have to move my head around. 93 acceleration, 91 agility, 99 change of direction, 95 throw power, decent enough accuracies, which is good because his accuracies are actually capped already. We cannot improve his accuracies anymore. Kind of a bummer, but still, it was him or this Kerry Blanton, and I'm still glad we got Landman. But with him being our quarterback, we have to, I think, use a playbook that is going to use his wheels a little bit. And especially when we look at our halfbacks, Jason the Jet Terry coming back off his phenomenal freshman season, up to an 81 overall, 94 speed halfback, 95 acceleration. I'm still trying to remember which way I actually have to move my head here. So a great halfback one that we got him a silver shifty ability, and we still have Jawan Stack behind him here too with 93 speed, 93 acceleration. Oh, that one, my chair's in the way. There's not much I can do about that one. We have a very good 1-2 punch at halfback. Something to keep in mind when we talk about our playbooks here in a second. Wide receiver room looking pretty gosh dang bleak. Allie Joyner, back from last season, was one of our better receivers last year, but 84 overall, 92 speed, like 6'3", solid wide receiver. Nothing fantastic. Then Keelan Pickens, one of our transfer guys, 5'8", only 89 speed. This is the guy. So we're only doing this season and one more season, which is too bad because this guy looks like he's going to turn out to be unbelievable. Robert Theus, 92 speed, 95 acceleration as a red shirt freshman, gadget wide receiver, star dev. Like, this was the guy I wish we have. One guy on offense and one guy on defense I wish we found like 2 years ago. This is our guy on offense. And honestly, we've never had the best wide receivers at Old Dominion. Where we're really going to be feeling the sting is Mr. Olesh no longer being in our tight end room. He ended up getting picked in the 4th round of the NFL draft. We are going to have Shakir Pepper coming in to take his spot. I mean, we have Charles back here too. He's 86 speed, 6'6", but only 67 overall. And then this gritty possession impact dev trait, maybe for next year, if we can up his speed enough, he might be our guy. Baraka Kakaha. I would love to be able to actually start him as our tight end just for his name alone. So that's how our offense is looking. Our major focus points are going to be being able to run the ball with that quarterback and utilizing those 2 halfbacks. Again, just something, keep that in mind. Offensive line, one of the better ones we've had, honestly. I mean, I think we're mostly 80s across the board. We didn't get any abilities on anybody because I forgot to do that during our manual upgrades, but it is what it is. It's definitely better than it was last year. It's better than I think we've ever had it. So solid enough offensive line. We do have one quick step on our right tackle. Defensively, this is where I'm not entirely sure what we want to do. We still have Julius Walls. Now he's got a gold quick jump, which you can see actually right down there. Fantastic. At left edge. Right edge, we still have Mr. Griggs. Still only a bronze quick jump. Wasn't able to get whatever it is to upgrade your quick jump up high enough. Now, defensive tackle, we actually have 2 really solid ones here with Pryor, 88 overall, pocket disruptor, workhorse, and Stefan Boyette, who we got in the transfer portal, pocket disruptor, workhorse, and hammer. So my initial thought for this defense was to run some 3-3-5, but then we would only be able to play one of these defensive tackles. But I still think that's what we're going to end up doing, because if we look at our linebackers here, our Sam linebacker, Cam Pruitt, shout out Miami Hurricane, shout out transfer portal, 93, playing up to a 93 overall, house call. He's also got bouncer and robber down there, 86 speed, 93 XL. Pretty good linebacker, a little slow compared to Noah Carter, our freak from last year, who we are really going to miss, who didn't get drafted, which is insane to me, makes no sense. Mike linebacker, we've got our star boy Josh Choice, got him with blow up now, still 90 speed. I don't really need to focus on upgrading his speed. I was much more about his like tackling, hit power, zone coverage, those kind of things. He'll be our Mike linebacker. Then at will linebacker, this isn't even who I was initially talking about on the defensive side of things, who we found a while ago, but this guy is going to be awesome. Kyrie Mayweather, redshirt freshman, 86 overall, 86 speed with wrap up already in the impact dev trait. For our last 2 seasons, we've got some pieces, not many. Don't get me wrong, not many. This is 100% a rebuild year for ODU, but we got some pieces. At corner, we are going to have BB on the outside, only 5'10", but 94 speed. Then this is who I was talking about, the star dev, Matthew Allers, true freshman, 6'1", 91 speed, 92 XL already. With him and Theus on the wide receiver side, we found a couple really good freshmen. It just might be a little too little, little too late. Now, and another reason I was thinking of going to 3-3-5 specifically, I mean, we could just put a safety at slot corner, but in that 3-3-5 it uses 2 safeties or 3 safeties. I think your free safety and your top 2 strong safeties, and only your 2 outside corners. Because outside of these 2, there's not really any corners I'm super comfortable playing. They're all slow. I mean, for the slot, you could go Wilkins with like 6'2", 88 speed, might be okay. But our safety room is actually not bad at all. Overall, all-wise, maybe not the best, but abilities, I like where we're at. They are a little slow. That's just, so am I. As you can tell by us being an 82 overall team in season number 5. But we have Rashawn Hicks up at free safety, ball hawk, and gold robber. And we have Kadu behind him also with a robber ability. Then at strong safety, we've got Kearns with robber and Bowie with house call and robber. So if we're using a defense that uses 2 strong safeties, like even a 4-2-5, maybe that's what we do. Just go to like a default 4-2-5 and have Bowie be up top with his house call and robber, and Kearns can be like the slot corner essentially with his 91 speed and robber. I kind of want to do that, but then we'd have to pick only 2 of the linebackers we could put out on the field, and I want all 3 of them out on the field. So we're having we're having some crisis going on over here. I think for this first game, we're going to be in 3-3-5 on defense. We're going to see how it works for us. We're not even going to play defense though. So I guess we'll have to actually wait until we get into a user game. We are going to be doing offense only. If we take a look at our team schedule now, we set this up in a very specific way for a very specific reason, where for the first time, we are starting off with 3 straight computer games here. Home for Northern Illinois, home for FCS, at Virginia. Then we have a user game against King Poppy Sosa in East Carolina. Back-to-back bye weeks in week 4 and 5, which I know is a dumb thing to do, but whatever. And then we have our first Mountain West game, home against Oregon State. We're going to Army as a tiebreaker. So we are 1-1 against each other. Each team won at home. For this one, we did a coin flip, ended up Army being the home team for that one. At Louisiana, Toledo, at Rice, at JMU, home for Tulsa, home for Utah State. So our last 2 games against the 99 overall God Squads. But why we set our schedule up like this, because each of these 3 computer games, we are going to be running a different offensive playbook. We're going to be playing offense only. We are going to see which one we are most comfortable with. We're going to start against Northern Illinois, and we are going to be in the GoGo offense for this one. We have Landman, who's a fast, mobile quarterback. We have 2 good halfbacks. I think the GoGo makes a ton of sense for this team. So we're going to give that a shot. Against FCS, I can't move it too far. There we go. Against FCS, we are going to be in Washington State. More of a spread. Still a lot of quarterback runs, but more of a spread out playbook with pistol bunch tight end. Some really good stuff in there. We're going to give that a shot. Then at Virginia, I believe, I'm still kind of on the fence on this one. I think we're going to be in Georgia Tech for that one. So it's going to be between the GoGo, Washington State, Georgia Tech. We're going to see which one we like best before we hop into our 9 user games throughout the season. So I think that's all we really need to go over before the start, before we get into the actual game here, before we get into season 5 with Old Dominion. I do want to say before we get into it though, if you are watching this and you haven't already, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really does help a ton. Trying to get the numbers up a little bit before college football 27 drops. And if you are interested in joining this online dynasty, it is 32 users, all group of 5 teams, started at 2 stars or below. It is all run through the Discord. Link for that is down in the description. We have a wait list of 20 people as of right now, and that will carry over into college football 27. So if you're at all interested in joining, it is all going to be done through the Discord. Just make a post, tag me, DM me, do something to make me aware. Really struggling here. Make me aware that you want on that wait list. I will get you on there. So I think that covers everything we got to do. Let's just get into the season, get into our game against Northern Illinois, and see how this GoGo offense is going to work for us. And here we go. Let's get our playbook set again. This is the thing I don't like about the GoGo. I have to come through and do this every single time, but not that big a deal as long as I could remember to actually do it. So we are just going to do offense only. I think we'll just keep our traditional uniforms for our home opener this year. We'll keep NIU, my personal favorite team in real life, in their whatever their default unis are. Let's get to it. Let's get this season started. See how this GoGo offense is going to work out for us. It's going to be a lot of runs, a lot of RPOs, a lot of quarterback runs. Things I think are going to work pretty good with this squad, but that's why we have these CPU games, to get some wins, which maybe we could have gone against better teams to help, our prestige or whatever, but it's fine. I wanted to go against NIU. I wanted some easier games to get us started, and we'll take it from there. So we are going to be starting with the ball. We're going to go straight to some GoGo stuff here, I think. Let's go to offset over. Let's go to, fake toss verticals is great. We have some great runs, but we got to go G-load option. First play of the game. This play is so good. 94 degrees, I just saw, by the way. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's just go ahead and run this option out to the left here. Hope this blocking holds up, and then we can pitch it last second. Try to catch that edge with the jet, but still a nice easy 10. We love to see that. Good start, good start. So we go, we could just go right to an RPO. Let's go to a triple option, actually, because this is going to be a fun thing to use this offense for, too. So they just went to man. If they stay in zone, there's just so much going on over on that, side. Let's go to fake toss verticals. Let's call a little something to hopefully help us beat some man cover. Just a little drag here, maybe on Pickens, which actually I need to change our depth chart because I don't want that to be Pickens. I actually want that to be, Landman makes the throw. Pickens juke him out now. Go on, look how little Pickens is. Look at that tiny little guy. Go on and get him, brother. But we actually don't want that to be Pickens. We want that to be Theus. So let's just switch these two around. We want Theus to be in that spot. And I think Theus is our slot wide receiver. I probably should have checked this all before, but it is what it is. Yeah, Theus in the slot. Okay, perfect. So yeah, just call the quick little man beater there once we see what defense they are in, and we are ready to go. Let's do an RPO here. RPO alert bubble that hopefully should be going to Theus. Now this should be zone coverage because of how that defense looks over to our left. That corner just by the sideline doing nothing. Usually that's going to be zone coverage. So as long as it's not a hard flat, we should be able to throw this to Theus. We can. And let's get a block out here, boys. And, oh, did some... Okay. Oh, I don't want to celebrate an injury to NIU. But at least it wasn't an ODU guy getting hurt there. Another first down. Got it moving here. Down to the 13. Doing some RPOs, doing a lot of different things. How about just an inside zone run? And this is going to go to the jet. See, they're back in zone here, so we could just go back to an RPO, and we should be able to make some things happen. But we'll just give it to the jet right up the gut. Take our 7 yards, 2nd and 4 now. Triple option. We could go back to G-load option. I do think this is one of the best runs in here. This is one we're going to have to use quite a bit. So I do want to get a little bit more comfortable running this one, so let's go ahead and try it again. Oh, we can just take it. Landman. Landman, welcome to the squad, brother. Welcome to the squad, Landman. A nice, easy opening touchdown drive there for Old Dominion. Oh, hit him with a little step back. Oh, nope, just fake him out and do a little dance. Touchdown on our opening drive. I liked what we saw there. We're going to have to bounce around a few different formations, try a few different things, but promising start there. And the defense got us the ball back at the 50. So do we want to, let's mix in, let's just try out some like the split slot formations here and see what we like. I mean, I know we're going to like backs cross. Let's try like a power O. I want to see who this is all going to. So this is going, oh, this doesn't even have, this is another depth chart thing we're going to have to go look at because that doesn't even have the jet on the field, which is a problem. We need to have the jet out there. So there's another reason we wanted to get our CPU games in there. Make sure we actually have our depth chart set. So is it, power back's the jet, third down back. Ah, there we go. So we actually want to make sure that is Terry out there. Because I do want to call this backs cross play. I think this one is a really, really good play. Now we got Terry and Stack. We can throw Theus on like a post or something like that. Just try to clear it out, try to get a little bit more space underneath. We can just take the jet right on this side and then juke him out, brother. Juke him out again. And that Silver Shifty going crazy. Silver Shifty already going crazy. Landman, 64 yards, a rushing touchdown. Boys, got it moving here a little bit. Do we want to, I mean, we have a power read, but honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the power reads. I think I like the triple options out here a little bit better. So our read key is going to be that gentleman on our left. We are going to keep that. We are going to pitch it. We should have some room to run here. Juke everybody out. Cut them all the way back inside. Take a nice little gain of 8. Okay. How about a little split offset? What do we got in here? Ooh, cross double wheel. That looks like a nasty little play. Wide receiver corners. A shovel option. Read option. Let's go. We'll go with just a motion inside zone. And I do have to remember we have a right-handed quarterback now. So on these runs, we actually do want them to be going from the right to the left. When we were so used to having Alejado. Oh, the Stack does not have very good juke move. When we were so used to having Alejado, it was the opposite. We were, wanted those runs going from the left to the right. So that's just something I kind of have to keep in mind. How about, I don't hate this flanker spot idea, and we're going to try to just roll this out to the right. So we're going to half slide our line to the right. This is going to be an intentional little rollout. Oh, that blitz came off the edge. Doesn't even matter. Roll it out, find Stack, and beat them all to the pylon. Beat them all to the pylon. Use those legs of Landman even on those pass plays. Get them out into the flat. Touchdown, ODU. And it's our ball again. Okay. I don't know if we're even going to do this whole thing. If this really gets out of hand, we might go into something else. We do have cluster halfback strong. This is another formation I want to test out a little bit. This is going to be a little bit more for passing, but we do have quick base, which is still going to be a good solid run out of here. And yeah, we're going to try out a few of the different passes. If Theus out is our far right guy, okay, just pick up that block and cut it back up that way. Loving what we're seeing from the run game. The run game has been awesome for us here so far. If nothing else, at least we got that. So what do we want to do? Like verticals and then hot route Pepper? Just like throw Pepper on a drag. You can put Terry on like a streak or something. Go with something like that. I don't hate the looks of it. Landman. Landman. And to Pickens. And little guy Pickens, he can hit a few jukes too. He can hit himself a few juke moves too. It wasn't the prettiest pass. It wasn't the most accurate pass. But it was enough. It was accurate enough, and that is a first down for Old Dominion down inside the red zone. Should we go maybe some mesh post? Maybe just a classic mesh? I think I like that mesh post play. But I don't know if I like what Pepper is on. We're going to try to just keep one default and see how it goes for us here. But really probably just looking underneath. If we get the... Yeah, we can just take a quick one right there to Joyner. He kind of sits right in that spot. We can take 3 on that. Let's go back to the run out of here. Let's go back to a quick base. Get it to our guy. Get it to the jet. Let him do what he does, hopefully. Let's see. So he's pulling to pick up that linebacker. All right. He's going to pull, pick up that linebacker, get a beautiful hole in there for the jet. Fight your way in there, brother. You got to fight. We need jet to get a touchdown. We have a rushing one with Stack. We have a rushing one with Landman. Let's get jet right on in there. I mean, tight doubles. Isn't this like a good formation too? Could have sworn people like this has become more of a meta formation. We'll go with tight doubles and we'll just give it to the jet and hopefully he can punch this one in. He does indeed. Another touchdown for Old Dominion. I mean, it is the CPU. It is only Northern Illinois. This isn't really about how many points. Oh, he's doing the weird little dance. This isn't really about how many points we can score. It's just how comfortable are we with these formations. And so far, so good for the GoGo. And we're back on offense at the 10. Defense doing phenomenal here in that 3-3-5. I do want to try some tight doubles. I think we'll try this formation for this drive. I kind of like Joyner actually on a corner route on this, though. And Pepper... Maybe something like this. That was kind of a tight window throw there, but I didn't hate the idea of it. I really like the looks of this PA wide receiver cross. We got some decent runs in here. We don't have the best passes out here. This halfback angle looks kind of interesting. We can give this one a go. That's Pickens on the out, Joyner on like a wheel route. Yeah, I don't hate the looks of this. We were getting so much open over the middle there. I just took a little bit too long. It's like the defense was in a shaded down Tampa 2 or something. That was kind of bizarre. Let's go. Let's try this PA wide receiver cross. I don't hate a Texas route on this either, actually. Gosh, that one kind of looks like a mess, doesn't it? I mean, can we just block Pepper maybe? And then we're really looking for Theus. Oh, we had Theus right away. Oh, we got nothing. Just throw it away. Oh, we'll take an intentional grounding at the 1. All right, so maybe, I don't know. I didn't love the pass plays in that formation. Maybe it's just the hot routes we're not doing. Not setting up the hot routes quite right, but we'll obviously just punt this one away. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked. Just get out of there. That was actually kind of close. Get on down there and make a play, brother. Make a tackle. Let's keep this shutout. Let's see what the defense can do. Yeah, Northern Illinois misses a field goal. That's actually one of the better players on Northern Illinois in real life is their field goal kicker, as sad as that is. All right, so Tripsex Nasty. This is another formation I actually know I like. Well, we will run it for a drive here. Oh, I mean, we should have room to run this with Terry. Look at this defensive line. Look at that defensive front. Just find your way through there, Terry. Look out, ref. Get out of the way, brother. Oh, there's a 2-minute warning. I thought somebody got injured. The ref didn't get in the way. Who knows? Terry might have taken that for a touchdown. So nice start there, though. Yeah, Tripsex Nasty is a very good formation. This PA cross shot play is fantastic. Quick fork zig's a really good red zone play. Slot fade wheel is another one. High-low cross, high-low dig. The verticals is just really good. This is one of my favorite formations. I really like this one. Now, our problem is Pepper's pretty slow. Our receivers are pretty slow, so we're really not going to be able to burn anybody like super deep here. Do we have enough? Whoa, he undercut that? I was just thinking, do we have enough speed that we can just throw that drag and beat him all to the outside? But no. Turns out we couldn't. So they're pressing over there. 3 high safety. Theus maybe? And then get under it, brother. They're pressing, just throw that little slot fade. Look at Landman. Look at the touch Landman put on that ball. Maybe we don't need to be so worried with throwing it with them. Beautiful pass, beautiful touchdown, 28-0. We're back. Oh, we got an interception. Oh my goodness, guys. This is getting brutal. Let's go to. I mean, we might just do the first half at this point with how this one's been going. This is just a beatdown ODU is putting down on Northern Illinois here. So let's just go to a little off-tackle run. Take it outside. Ooh, I hesitated. I hesitated for just a second to see maybe we could take that inside, but it is what it is. Let's go with a triple option out of here. Oh, boy. Okay, so they're actually in some double mug. Do we even have... I mean, we have a PA boot... I mean, we'll stay with the triple option, and we're 100%. We're just keeping this with Landman. Doesn't even matter. That was just 100% always staying with Landman. And then Terry, we tried to take that outside, just not quite enough. All right, the real pistol formation we are going to run, though, would be pistol bunch. Especially, they actually have a really, really good one here. We have flanker drive, we have Seattle, we have corner strike, we have some good runs. There's a lot of good things in the pistol bunch. I almost called them UNLV. Essentially, it is UNLV from last year of the GoGo. So we're going to try our flanker drive. I'd love to be able to hit Pickens on this over the middle. We might just take off and run this, honestly. Landman on the run to Mr. Pepper. Hold on now. Hold on now. These boys, we might be cooking a little bit here in this go-go offense. And honestly, I mean, that's 35 points at half. I don't know how much more we really need to do here. Let's check what our stats were at for that first half. And then we're probably just going to go ahead and sim to the end of this game. I know the go-go playbook fairly well, so I don't think we really need to do a ton. But just in that first half, 273 yards. 23 total plays, 12 yards of play, 12 for 92 rushing. That's a big thing. If we can get that run game going, I think that's going to give us our best shot in games going forward. But 9 for 11 passing with Landman 2, through 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's a pretty gosh dang good half. I don't think we need to play through the whole second half to maybe put up 70. We're going to kind of mercy rule Northern Illinois here. We'll just jump ahead to the end of the game, see how the boys do in the sim. With the go-go offense, got 3 points on the board. The defense, though, oh, well, they just gave up 7. There's another touchdown. So, sim-wise, maybe the go-go's not the best. They kind of struggled there without us at the helm, but still, we end up getting the win against Northern Illinois, 45-7. There's our beautiful coach, Prince William, leading the boys on the field. Remember, he took over for the team. I think it was after year 2. We had King George? I think it was King George was our initial coach at ODU, and he had business at home to take care of business on the mainland. So we handed the Monarchs down to the next in line. Makes sense. So where did we end up stats-wise? I guess who really cares? We saw the main stats at the end there. I'll save actually our post-game thoughts here for just a second. Our post-game thoughts there, I mean, I feel like we got to be pretty happy with what we saw from that go-go offense. Again, we only played that first half, obviously. You guys know that. You just saw that. But I really liked what we saw there. I think that works really well with having Landman at our quarterback, that 2 halfback system with Stack and Terry, utilizing some of the split backs in there too, some of that triplex nasty, some of that pistol bunch. I do think this is going to be a very, very good playbook for Old Dominion for this season. My only main issue with it is the passing options. Like in the go-go, you really don't have hardly any, in my opinion, in my experience running it. So that's a concern. You have triplex nasty, but even those, like, we can't just have formations where it's like, okay, we're coming out in triplex nasty, it's a pass play, right? We can't have that kind of stuff. I do think there are good enough runs in that formation, in cluster halfback strong and in pistol bunch, that we would mix in to keep it from being too obvious of what we're doing. But overall, I mean, very, very happy with what we saw there. I mean, we put up, 35 points in that first half. Almost all of our total offense came from that first half. The CPU definitely struggles running the GoGo. That's that's the thing we notice here. Because I mean, how many we were at, what, 26 plays at 11 yards of play. We ended at 49 for 7.6, 26 rushes for 121. Landman struggled in that second half. He did throw another touchdown, but he ended up going 14 for 23, 253 yards though, never turned it over once. I do want to see on defense though. I know NIU, they're 69 overall squad, so we can't get super excited from what we saw. But I did like what we saw from the defense. We forced multiple turnovers. Who got those interceptions for us? That's BB, our outside corner, and Josh Choice, our stud middle linebacker. Those you love to see. Did anybody get in the backfield get any sacks? Mr. Griggs got 2, Walls with 1, Padrino with 1. Okay, boys. Okay, boys. I mean, yeah, definitely happy with what we saw from that GoGo. Terry ends with 16 for 82, Stack 4 for 22, Landman 2 for 9 with that touchdown. Toll got a few carries in there. Theus got hurt in that second half. I see his injury thing. No shot. No shot. No shot. We just quick sim that second half, and our only, like, potential wide receiver actually got hurt. There's just there's no way. Ten weeks. 10 weeks with a dislocated ankle. Oh. There's just no shot. There is no friggin' shot. Wow. Well, wow. Okay. So what the heck are we going to do at wide receiver? I can't believe that. We just go to quick sim that second half because we're up 35-0. And Theus is out for 10 weeks. Who do we put here? Who's going to take that spot? Timothy Chalamet? Maybe? I don't know. Landman's one of our best options at wide receiver. Holy cow. I guess we'll put Khalil Chalamet in there. That really kind of derailed how good we were feeling. It felt like that offense was working. Felt like we maybe found a few things. And here we are. Now we're scrambling again. Now we're going to have to trust these freshmen. Dillard, I mean, 87 speed, 5'9". I just can't. Oh, we're going to have to put Chalamet. Then I think we will switch these two, so at least like the RPOs and stuff will go to Joyner out of GoGo, out of the offset. Oh my god, I'm just so flustered right now. I can't believe Theus got hurt for 10 weeks against NIU in a game we were up 35-0. Maybe I should have just taken him out before we quick simmed that second half, but I didn't even think about it. I didn't think that was an option. I didn't think, not that it wasn't an option. I didn't think it was an issue that we had to worry about. Okay, well, before I get too upset, let's get back. let's get back. Calm down for a second. As if this season wasn't going to be difficult enough for us. That was like our one. I talked him up so much in that intro too. I was so excited. I was just like, well, we actually found a star. We found a great guy on offense for us for the last 2 seasons here in College Football 26. And just like that, he's gone. That, if anything, that leads me more to running the GoGo this season though, because like in Washington State we're just not really gonna have great receivers to run that 5 wide, and they're different kind of fun things they have in there. And Georgia Tech maybe still, but yeah, losing Theus, that is a shot to the heart to end our week 0 game here. I wish I had something positive to end this out on, but that was truly devastating. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I mean, we're 1-0. The GoGo was fun for that first half, but yeah, that one hurts. I'll see you guys next time. I'm hoping we're gonna have a game of the week for week 0. We'll see. We had 3 user games scheduled. One was played already, Texas State and Washington State. Unfortunately, that one, sorry, K, but that one wasn't super close. Navy and JMU, I'm not expecting that one to be super close, and I'm not expecting us to get any video from that, which that is something that's going to change for College Football 27. We are going to have somebody screaming if it's a user versus user game. We've had too many of those where there's no stream of the game going on. And then what's our last one? San Diego State and Hawaii, which as long as that's a fairly close game, that's kind of what I was hoping to do anyway. New user, new team with Hawaii, Rainbow with San Diego State. So I'm hoping that's a fairly close game, and that's something we can do. So hopefully we'll have a game of the week for week 0. We'll use a set similar to this one, but it'll actually be more like this. But this will be, I think it's in San Diego State, but whatever. That's all coming up in the future. Yeah, I've got too many buttons going on. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed week 0. Hope you guys are excited for year 5 2029. I'm a little less excited for it now, but it's still gonna be a good time no matter what. Even if we go 0-7 in conference, we're gonna have fun doing it. That much I can guarantee you. So I'll see you guys next time. Until then, take it easy.